My boyfriend cheated on me with a transgender. My now ex-boyfriend and I were together for a year and are both 21 years old. He's always been kind of turned away from others who identified as gay and was very masculine in terms of who I thought he was. He was a very good boyfriend to me, though we would argue from time to time about him texting other females in a little too flirtatious ways, though he said that's how he jokes with his female friends. I brushed it aside as him just being playful in his own way because I was, and unfortunately still am, in love with him. Or who I thought he was. He broke up with me in September of this year, then immediately came back 30 minutes later crying and regretting it. We were at a very amazing place this month and basically lived together. He would take me out to dinner and dates and became a very attentive boyfriend. In March, I got pregnant with our first child, but because of us constantly arguing, I decided to terminate. I didn't want a baby in a broken home, and we also weren't financially stable enough to have it. However, that experience and us living together for the spring, summer, and now fall brought us closer. However, because of his previous texting with females, I would ask him if he ever felt like breaking up. He said no, and that he was in love with me. 3 days ago, I felt that the relationship was going up a little too well, so I got my tarot cards read for the relationship, and she said accurate things, but also said that I would suffer a sudden breakup. This threw me off, so while my ex wasn't home, I went through his MacBook messages and saw that over the Thanksgiving break from our college, he sexted with a trans woman he found on an app called transgender, and his profile picture was one I took of him. He was trying to meet them to have sex, but blocked them because he couldn't go through with it. However, the other person says they did meet and had sex. They didn't recognize him at first because of the numerous partners they have, so I don't know how true that is. Either way, he cheated and tried to hide it from me for weeks. I only just found out last Friday. He cried and told me he realized the mistake he was making because he had such an amazing girlfriend, so he stopped. He said he isn't gay and that at the time he was also on Tinder, but that cis women are harder to hook up with than trans women, so that's why he thought to download the transgender app. Either way, I feel betrayed and defiled because he had sex with me during the break while he was sexting that person and also after the fact for weeks without me knowing. I would have never let him touch me again if I knew the truth. He told me that he wanted to cheat on me, but realizes that was stupid. I hate him for what he did to me, but I still love him and wish everything could go back to how it was before all this. He promised that it was a mistake, and he regrets it. And that's why he's been being such a better boyfriend than from before, mind you. This all happened after our 1-year anniversary. I don't know what to make of the situation. I know I should move on, but I miss him. How do I cope with this?